Hi there, my name is Tercy, and I'd like to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast, Living in Grace by Choice. And every week I say some version of welcome. So grateful to have you here. I thank you for letting me be a part of your journey in some small way, and I'm grateful to have you be a part of my journey. Um, it's not that I have your answers, but I believe you do. But sometimes we can get clues or insights to those answers, those ones that take us to the next step of our own personal journey of recovering those broken off pieces of ourselves. And for some people, that may be living in full out addiction. For other people, you're just wanting to grow, become a better version of yourself, perhaps more of who you believe you are designed to be. And when we hear something through someone else's sharing, oftentimes it resonates in a new way, even if we've heard it before, and it gives us a clue or an insight into ourselves and helps us take that next step. So that's my hope for you. I'm actually in a different room recording this, trying to figure out how to make this all work because we have guests that are in the room that I'm usually recording in. So, anyway, that said, thank you. I'm grateful that you're here. Again, I don't have your answers, you do. And perhaps there will be something that will be said that will get you closer to the answer that you need for the next step of your journey. Also, on Tuesdays, I offer individual sessions. It's an opportunity for me to sit as an elder and to reflect back to you what I see and what I hear. And I actually want to say something about that in this episode tonight. So, this episode is called Just One Person. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I question, should I keep doing this podcast? Should I order another case of the books? Should I continue to do the Tuesday sessions? And always, whenever I'm in that place where I've allowed doubt to kind of take a hold, I have some experience of someone saying, listening to you this week made all the difference, or you've been a lifeline for me, or I don't know what I would have done without something referring to something that I do. And I share that with you because I was thinking today as I was walking back from milking how first I had to learn to be selfish because I was living as an addict, which I did for 20 years, and the habits and ways of addiction and putting other people's needs first while actually living an abusive lifestyle for myself. And in recovery, I had to first get selfish and learn how to take care of myself and make choices I needed to make in order to not fall into addictive patterns or old ways of being. And then in time, as I got stronger and healthier, I began then to be able to care for others in new ways that also cared for me in the same at the same time, but I wasn't the focus. So at first, you'll be the focus. And it's important. You'll actually need to be. And then with time and with more years of recovery, with new patterns of healthier choices, making healthier choices, then you'll begin to be able to care for other people, but not at the expense of yourself. And so the reason I've titled this Just One Person is there was a time in my life where I did a lot of public speaking, and I worked both with 12 step groups and also privately. I did a lot of public speaking. And sometimes, I would question, are people going to show up? Who's going to be there? Is it going to be worth the time, the energy, the expense that I put forth? And I learned from someone much wiser than me that you always show up if you say or have said you're going to, regardless of how many people there may be listening or in the audience. And even if there's only one, what if what you shared impacted that one life? Would it be worth it? And the answer is always yes. And so I want to encourage you wherever you are on your journey. At first, that one person you show up for will be yourself. And you'll probably feel selfish. And you may, in fact, be being selfish, but it's a necessary part of learning to care for yourself, because that's who you're caring for, is yourself, so that other people don't have to, or the way that you're living isn't impacting other people in a way that costs them their well-being or peace of mind, or however, whatever it may cost. So at first, that one person is yourself. And then over time, it'll be that one, and then that one, and then that one, the person that is right in front of you. And if you hold the microphone and have a bigger audience, even if only one person benefits, and there may be thousands of people there, but if you touch one life in a positive way that moves them closer to being who they were created to be, is another step on their journey. Yes, 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 it's worth it. It's worth whatever you put into showing up to being there, as well as the lesson for yourself in showing up simply because you said you would. So, this week, what I want you to do, wherever you are in your journey, if you're showing up for you, great, show up powerfully for you. Make the choices, move in the direction of your healing path. And if you're beyond just showing up for you, then whoever it is that is in front of you, show up for them. And if you're someone who gathers a larger audience or a larger community, then show up for whomever is there, even if it's for only one person. All right. Have a beautiful week. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And I'll be right here.